here's the thing. If you're one of those guys that uses the clone commander, good on you. You look like a good challenge, because we know you ain't going far with that guy. The super battle droid, or what I like to call the alpha male. If you use him, then you know that you were true go to this game, and you just love good classes. Stormtrooper mains must either love the original trilogy, or just want to prove this picture is accurate. Because we all know you're not hitting anything with these guys. Droideka players must really like bowling, since you know the ball forms like a bowling ball. When you play Wookiee Warriors, I love you. They're just the best. They'll take a ton of damage, just mop tons of guys in the way, and their grenade launchers are just, anyone who mains them just know how good the grenade launcher is. These guys are just, Droid Magna Guard players are ones that are just as confused as this class, since we all wonder why in the hell they did not include the staff from the movie in a missile pistol thing that's not even OP. Like, come on! Golden Spy players think they're Naruto or something. In reality, they're just living in their mom's basement and getting killed all the time, doing nothing, or getting sniped by turrets that apparently can see them when they're invisible. Marine players are the one guy who swears they're the best class in the game while only playing against offline bots for the last 20 years on easy difficulty. Easy difficulty! The most respect for anyone who uses a sniper in this game, because if you play this game, you know how hard it is to snipe. Everything just moves so fast, and you'll be basically a Star Wars version of Rambo if you are. Pilot players are like Star Fox, an ace pilot that just owns everyone, and they can infiltrate ships with ease because they're just that goated. Rebel infantry players must really have loved the original trilogy, and they have the classic sound effects that the guys who hate plastic. Yeah. People who use the jet trooper must really have thought that Boba or even Jango Fett were really cool in the movies. And yeah, I thought they were cool, especially when a blind man knocked Boba into the Sarlacc pit. Imperial officer players are the ones that know they are goated. They just don't like to talk about it. They keep quiet so other people don't realize their greatness. They like to be in the shadows and not be talked about too much. A true OG, in other words. If you use an engineer, then you think you're playing the Battlefront 2 World Champions. There's no other reason you this absolute broken class, other than the fact that you just like shotguns. And if that's the case, my hat's off to you, good sir. If you use the Dark Trooper, then you're probably a fan of Dark Forces. In other words, it means you're an OG Star Wars fan that played some of the all-time greats. If you play the Cold Infantry, then you know what a pain and sadness having sweet Tamora Morrison's voice replaced. It's just not the same without him. Tamora, my sweet. Assault troopers like it hard, if you know what I mean. They like the hard-hitting guys that do a lot of damage all at once. They like blowing things up, kind of like a Michael Bay movie.